welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. My name's Carol, and today for your intuitive daily tarot reading, we're going to be doing a 3-card spread. And so in the first part of the spread, we're going to be looking at what situation, what issue you're dealing with. It could be a struggle, it could be a pattern that's showing up again. It could be, just something that you need clarity on. And then in the second part, I'm going to look at what's coming up in your shadow that's impacting this situation that you're sitting in. So we're going to be doing some shadow work. If you are unfamiliar with shadow work or shadow, those terms, I've left a video in my description box for you, and it's my powerful guide to shadow work. And it's a video I've done myself, and it's related to really a lot of how I've done my own shadow work. And so shadow work is really just taking a deep dive into our stuff, something that a lot of us don't want to do. So you might have clicked off the video by now. This is a healing channel. And the third one is advice from the tarot. So I hope you stick around. I'm glad you found me. If you're new to the channel, my channel is new. It's I started in December 2023. So come on back. I have yearly readings. I have monthly readings, zodiac signs, and I have mid-month readings also, and then now these daily readings. All right, so let's look at. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Baron-Reid deck. And just to get an idea of where we're sitting right now, I just want 1 card for each section. So let's do that. And then I'll clarify them with the Light Seer's Tarot. So 1 card, please, for what situation or issues coming up here. 1 card, please. Did something turn over? No, I have. Okay, 1 card, please. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice card. Fool card to start off with. The Fool card does come up often, but when he does, we got to listen to him. Something for what's coming up in our shadow that's impacting the situation here. This one wants to come out. The Temperance card in reverse. Temperance card in reverse. And advice from the tarot, please. Advice from the tarot. 1 card. And the Knight of Wands comes out here. The Knight of Wands. All right, so let's clarify these with the Light Seer's Tarot. Okay, so the Fool card, 3 cards, please, for the Fool card. Three cards. I'm going to have a tough time getting these ones out. Okay, let's see how many we got here. We got 2. So we have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Hangman. 3 major arcana in the top row. Woo! 1 more card, please. Which tells me there's some real movement needs to happen here. The Star. Wow. 4 major arcana in the top row. I don't think this happened yet. Cool. Okay, Temperance card. Clearance for that. Clarity for that. Where did I get clearance from? I'm not really sure there. Okay, we had 1 that flipped up here. I have the Wheel in reverse. The Wheel card. 2 more cards. Judgment card in reverse. And 1 more card, please. One more card. Oh, got 15 cards here. 1 more. 1 more card. 2. Okay, 8 of Wands came in reverse. The 8 of Wands. Just trying to figure out if it was upright or not. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Clarify that, please. Okay, we have, oh, that's very interesting. The Knight of Wands in reverse right beside it. 2 more, please. We have the Knight of Pentacles. 3 nights in a row. Woo! 5 of Pentacles. Wow, I can already see your advice there. Okay. Let's look at that. So where are you sitting? You're starting off with the Fool. Wow. Now the Fool comes up, not often like I said, but it comes up in a reading for the issue that you're dealing with here. It comes up in a reading where there is really, the universe is really almost like wanting to push you off that cliff. I mean, in a good way, where it wants you to take that change. It wants you to take that next step, right? It wants you to trust, first of all, that the universe has your back. It wants you to have faith that you can do this. And so I think you're sitting here in a situation where like you're wanting to take that next step, whatever, it could be anything. And it could be the smallest little step for yourself. And you're almost there, and it's almost so you need that little push. But it's not happening, you know, but you need to do it. The Lover's card comes in, and it, now for clarification for this, the Lover's card comes in, and it's in reverse. And now I will never tell you that this is about someone coming in for you, because this isn't the channel. This is a healing channel. But what this does is it talks about an intimate relationship. But it talks about the intimate relationship that you have with yourself, you know. It's going inwards, and it's really getting in touch with what you want and who you are. And there's a real block here, right? This is what's happening here. So you are wanting to take that next step for yourself. It's all, you know, you're almost there, but there's a block, there's a resistance to, you know, going inwards and finding out who you are, what you want to do, because the Hangman comes here, and the Hangman is all about this individual hanging upside down, trusting, absolutely trusting themselves, trusting their inner guidance, which means they're trusting their intuition, which is something we all have. We just don't all hear it or trust it. And so you're sitting in a situation here where you're being asked, you know, you're being asked to take that next step. Trust your inner guidance. Trust yourself. And the Star card comes up here. You know, it's a star comes after a tower. Maybe there's been something, a certain situation where that's been really kind of created a lot of upheaval in your life, and you know, you've really been hit hard with something. I don't know, but you're also sitting in a situation where you're doing a lot of healing, or you've been doing a lot of healing, and now you're ready to do something. Maybe it's healing with yourself. Well, when we do healing, it's on ourselves. So, or healing around a certain situation. Maybe you've wanted to do something, and you've done some healing around it, but now you're just not sure. You're not feeling, I think, the courage to do what you want to do next. And so let's look at what is sitting in your shadow that's sort of blocking it or creating that resistance to doing what you want to do next. And, you know, maybe it's a lot of fear that's sitting in your system. Where is that coming from? The Temperance card comes out here in your shadow. So the shadow is what sits in our unconscious, right? Things we're not aware of. And Temperance is really about in upright position. it's a temperance. It's a card of, you know, dipping your toe in. If you look at this particular individual here, they're just dipping their toe in this water, dipping your toe in the emotions. Water's all about emotions, but that's in reverse here. And so I'm seeing here that there is, because you're sitting in a place where there's some healing that needs to be done, and it could be what I'm feeling here is there's some more healing that needs to be done, maybe. And maybe that's why, I mean, you're so close to doing something here, to taking that next step, and the universe wants you to take it. But I'm wondering here if there's something very small here that, you know, maybe you need to dip your toe in just a little bit more, a little bit deeper, and see what, see how you can get this all going again, whatever it is you want to do, because the wheel card comes in the unconscious part of you, and it's in reverse. So, you know, the wheel card, it's life, right? It's all the circumstances of life, and change happens, things happen. So it sounds like there's something that you're overcoming here, because the star card came out there where you're doing some healing. So some things have really, you know, shaken you up maybe. And, you know, sometimes when we get really shaken up, there are some things, we can really, you know, sometimes it can really break us. And the wheel is supposed to continue. Like, we're not supposed to be getting stuck. We shouldn't, I don't like that word at all. Life isn't meant to, the wheel of life isn't meant to stop and get stuck. So sometimes we can get stuck on certain emotions. We can sit in them for the longest time, right? And so I think here I'm feeling that there are some emotions here that maybe you're stuck. There's something that's stuck in your shadow. You know, you need to re-dip, put your toe in, and just and start to feel again, because there's something here that's stuck. Some emotions probably that are stuck in your shadow. And the Judgment card comes here, and it's in reverse. The universe wants you. To me, the Judgment card is about getting back to who you are, your truth, and really answering the call. The universe really wants you to get in touch with who you are again. But there's a real resistance here. There's a real block in your shadow. So a lot of these emotions, or whatever the emotions you need to feel, are blocked still. And the Eight of Wands is here. And the Eight of Wands is a beautiful card. Wands are all about where we want to take our life. Look at all these directions we have here. We can go anywhere we want to go. We can take our life anywhere we want, you know. But it's in reverse here. And so there's a real resistance here to seeing. Maybe it's so blocked. And I think what's happening is, you know, I believe that you're ready to go. You're ready to take this next step. You've been healing, but there's just some more here. There's something else that's blocking you from taking that step that's sitting in your unconscious here. And once you clear that, once you clear these emotions out, you start to feel and process these emotions, you'll be able to take your life into the direction that it's meant to go. And because the Knight of Wands is coming out as advice from the tarot, and you have 3 knights here. There is a part of you, my knights are all about freedom. There is a huge part of you that wants to be free. And it's the adolescent part of us. Think of an adolescent that's just chomping at the bit to do what they want to do, and they're told that they can't do it. There is a part of you that wants this freedom to be you, to get your wheel turning again, right? To get that wheel turning again. The Fool comes out as your first card in the deck. And you are so close to taking that next step. And the universe wants you to take that next step. And all of these knights, these 3 knights here that are coming right here in, you have the Knight of Wands. You know, the Knight of Wands is all about going in the direction, the freedom to be authentic, going in the direction that you want to go into. The King of Oh, this isn't the Knight. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to talk about the King of Wands then. He's our next one. Sorry, I called him the Knight, but it's the King. So you have 2 knights, but that's still a lot of freedom here. You have the Knight of Pentacles over here. the Knight of Pentacles that wants to, you know, Pentacle is all about our self-worth. It's all about our workspace, our health. And there's a part of you that the Knight here is come in, and the King, and I have to talk about the King of Wands because the King is in reverse here. And so I see what's happening here. Your ego is getting in the way here because my king in all my suits is our ego self. And the King of Wands is, you know, the wands of what direction we want to take our life. And our ego self always wants to play it safe, wants nothing to do with emotions. And so this King of Wands is going, whoa, 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 we got to slow down here. This is going too fast. This is moving too fast. This is going too quickly. This is not going to work. You know, you can't do this. No, don't do this, you know. Our ego self always wants us to play safe because they're full of fear, full of fear. And so they're always going to slow us down. Whoa, wait here, you know. And I think maybe this Temperance card has showed up here. And but there's a huge part of you that wants to go. There's a huge part of you that wants to do something, that wants to take your life into that wants to go in the direction you want to go into. And this Knight of Pentacles comes out, that freedom fighter that wants to take their life where they want to go again, like wants freedom, wants to find out who they really are. And the last card explains everything here. The last card here is the self-worth card, you know, and that is so much related to Pentacles. Pentacles is all about our self-worth. This particular individual can't see, is sitting in this hopelessness, right? Is feeling like there's just no way out of this. There's a part of you that wants to be free, but you're feeling like there's no way out, and you can't see the key. Because you're sitting in this hopelessness, you can't see the key. And I'm seeing here that is really, really blocking you. There's a real resistance here that you need to get at this hopelessness that you're sitting in, right? I noticed here that, you know, in the wheel card where you have, I said that it's kind of stuck on something. And I feel like you're stuck on hopelessness. You're stuck on unworthiness, and that is, and sorry, this is a card of unworthiness here, the Five of Pentacles. And so you're not feeling, there's a few things that you could be sitting here and you don't feel like you deserve it. You feel unworthy. This isn't for you. You know, there's just so many emotions here that are coming up for you. And I think in order for you to get in touch with some of these emotions, I want to recommend some videos on how to journal from these emotions, especially that one about not feeling like you just don't deserve this, or feeling like, you know, I can't do this, or what are those feelings of unworthiness? And they need to come out on paper or on a computer and just journal about those. So I'll leave you a playlist on journaling. Take care. Bye-bye.